Reddit romantic stories. Story 1, The Library Love Note. In a quiet corner of the university library, Emily found a small, folded piece of paper tucked inside her favorite book. It was a love note, addressed to the girl who loves this book as much as I do. The note was filled with sweet words about the book's themes and a hope to meet someday. Intrigued, Emily left a reply in the same book, and soon, an exchange of notes began. After weeks of letters, they decided to meet in the library. As Emily sat nervously at the agreed time, a familiar face approached. It was Ben, the quiet guy from her literature class. Their love for books sparked a romance that blossomed into a beautiful relationship. Story 2, The Cafe Connection. Jake was a regular at the little cafe on Elm Street. He always ordered the same thing, a caramel latte and a blueberry muffin. One day, he noticed a new barista, Lily, who had the brightest smile he'd ever seen. Every morning, they exchanged shy glances and polite conversations. One day, Jake mustered up the courage to ask Lily about her favorite book, and they discovered a shared passion for mystery novels. Their daily chats turned into long conversations, and soon, they found themselves spending evenings together discussing everything from books to life dreams. What started with a simple order of coffee grew into a deep and loving relationship. Story 3, The Wedding Crasher. Samantha had always dreamed of a fairy tale wedding, but she never imagined she'd meet the love of her life at someone else's. At her best friend's wedding, she found herself seated next to Alex, the groom's cousin. They hit it off immediately, sharing stories and laughing the night away. When the DJ played a slow song, Alex asked Samantha to dance, and in that moment, surrounded by twinkling lights and the joy of celebration, they felt an undeniable connection. From that day on, they were inseparable, and 2 years later, Alex proposed to Samantha at the same venue, making their own wedding dreams come true. Story 4, The Art Class. Maya was taking a pottery class to unwind after work. She enjoyed the peace it brought her, but she never expected to meet someone like David. He was clumsy with the clay, often making her laugh with his messy attempts at creating something beautiful. They started helping each other with their projects, and Maya found herself looking forward to their time together. One evening, David shyly presented Maya with a lopsided vase he had made just for her. Touched by his gesture, she kissed him, marking the beginning of a creative and loving partnership that turned their lives into a work of art. Story 5, The Train Ride. Every day, Emma took the 7:30 a.m. train to work. She often saw the same faces, but one morning, a new passenger caught her eye. He was engrossed in a book, completely oblivious to the world around him. Over the next few weeks, Emma noticed they got off at the same stop and walked in the same direction. One rainy day, as they stood under the same small awning, she struck up a conversation about the book he was reading. His name was Tom, and they discovered they worked in adjacent buildings. Their morning train rides became a cherished routine, and what began as shared shelter from the rain blossomed into a beautiful romance. Story 6, The Christmas Miracle. Anna loved Christmas and all the magic it brought. She was at the Christmas market, sipping hot chocolate, when she bumped into an old high school friend, Max. They hadn't seen each other in years but quickly fell into easy conversation, reminiscing about the past. They spent the evening wandering through the market, enjoying the festive lights and warm holiday spirit. Before parting ways, Max asked if she'd like to join him for ice skating the next day. One magical date led to another, and by the time the new year arrived, they knew they had found something special, making that Christmas the beginning of their own love story.